Hi friends, so we are going to look at the assignment due Monday. If you weren't able to complete it Monday, that's fine. Please just make sure that you get it completed before you attend that live session on Wednesday. But this task that we're going to look at right now is this Understanding ClassKick Tools. So when you click on that, the instructions should be on your calendar, but if they're not showing, I'm giving you those instructions right now, so don't panic. To get into that assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to go to classkick.com and you are going to log in. Where it says log in, you're going to click on that and you're going to click on student. You are ignoring this. For your homeroom, for me, you are never going to put anything here, and the reason for that is I want to make sure that you are logged in before you access an assignment so that you make sure you're getting credit for the work that you do, because if you complete a ClassKick as a guest where you just type your name in, I don't see that. You don't get credit for that. So always make sure that you click that login button and you log in with your username and password. If you have any questions about your username or password, let me know. But this was the same username and password that you use for accessing ClassKicks for your courses. It's not a special username or password. It should be the exact same one that you use to access your courses. This is just my student example account that I created. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And this is where you're going to put that class code. I know I'm logged in now because my name's up here. Your name should be up here. And you're going to put that class code in this box. By doing it this way, you know you're logged in and you have no issues. So let me go ahead and do that. That class code for this assignment is 7IEBJF, and I'm also going to post that in the email. So if you need that, it's in the email. But this is it right here. And this is your assignment. This will take you about 5 minutes to complete, if even that. This is just an opportunity for you to play with those ClassKick tools to make sure that you know how to access them. So let's start at number 1. It says type your answer in the provided text box. What is your favorite color? Well, my favorite color is pink. So I just have to click in there and I'm going to type pink in there. I am going to show you one more thing, because if you notice when you click in that text box, if you're looking right here, you get some extra tools. And what that's letting you do, if I highlight that text, I can change the color. So I can change it to pink. I can also make the text smaller or the text bigger. So if it's spilling over and covering up other stuff, you can make it smaller or bigger. The only thing you can't do is change like the size of one word. So it's when you change the size, it changes the size of the entire text. Question 2 is practicing using those multiple choice options, and you can see you've got A, B, C, or D right here, and all you have to do is click on them. So the question is, which season is your favorite season? And you're going to pick which one is your favorite season, and mine is fall, so I'm going to choose D for fall. The next one, number 3, is having you practice with your drawing tool. And it says draw a cat. A cat's my favorite animal, so that's what I'm asking you to draw. And if you look up at the top on your tools, you have the pointer, the select mode, which is activated right now, and right next to it is your pen mode. Notice how when you click on that pen mode, again, you get these extra tools that pop up, because this is what lets you change the color. So you can change the color to anything you want. I'm going to draw a brown kitty cat. And you can also change the size of your pen. So I'm going to make that a little smaller. And you're going to draw, no laughing. Or at least don't laugh out loud where I can hear it. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's my kitty cat. Actually, I need some orange. We'll draw orange. There we go. There's my cat. My cat's name is Orange. I'm very creative, as you can tell. She has an orange spot on the top of her head, so we called her Orange. Alright, so that's the pen tool, and that's all you're practicing here, is making sure that you know how to use it, making sure that you can change the color, and then the size of it. Scrolling down, I'm going to go back to my selection tool for just a second, just so I don't accidentally draw on anything. You can notice that I just clicked back on the select tool to scroll up and down. And this next one says to highlight the word tree in the following book quote. So your highlighter is right next to your pen tool. So it went select mode, pen, highlighter. And you're going to click on that highlighter. It automatically activates it. You don't have to change the color, but you can if you want, because you can see you have those tools just like on the pen. You can change it to any color you want. You can also change how big the highlighter is. And then you're going to find the words tree in that quote. So I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, for the trees have no tongues. So that's all we're doing is we're practicing that highlighter. Both the pen and the highlighter, if you make a mistake, that's the next tool on your toolbar is your eraser. So you can click on that eraser and erase anything you need to erase. Be careful with this clear all button because if you click on it, everything on your screen goes away. So the next thing I'm going to point out is if you accidentally click that and everything that you drew goes away, you do have an undo button. So this is your undo and your redo button over here. Scrolling down, let's look at number 5. Circle the correct answer. What book was the above quote from? So I'm going to go back to my pen. Again, any color you want, it doesn't matter. You don't even have to change it. But this movie or this book quote came from the Lorax. And then number 6, draw a text box and type your answer. Have you read The Lorax by Dr. Seuss? So this one, if we scroll back up here, this question number 1, your teacher, me, I gave you a text box and all you had to do is click in it and then your text went right in that box. You don't have to have a text box though to text on your ClassKick. So that's what we're practicing with number 6. You can draw your own text box by using this next tool, this T that adds a text box. And you can draw that as big as you want, as small as you want, and wherever you want. After you draw it, you can resize it. And then you're just going to type in the box your answer. My answer is yes. You have the same tools as you do on the one that I drew for you. So you can still change the color, change the size. This time you can also change the background color. So if you're drawing your own text box, it changes the background color. You can change all kinds of stuff. You can change line colors if you're, the line color for the outline of the box. You can change the type of text, like the font. You can copy it so you can duplicate what you've done. And then if you make a mistake and you want to start over, you have that delete button. And then I just clicked undo to bring it back. So that's what you're doing. The one thing I want to say about text boxes is if your teacher created you one, you need to make sure that you're using it. Do not draw a text box over one because then you're not answering the question. It's just kind of like you're taking a note. So if your teacher creates you a text box, make sure you're typing in the text box that was created for you. Other than that, friends, you've got some other tools up here. So this plus sign, if you click on it, it lets you add like icons, some emojis are available. The line literally is draw a line. It lets you draw lines. Then you have this link. So if you have a link you're trying to share, you can click on it. And then you can upload pictures. You can take a picture straight from your camera to put a picture on there. You can upload a picture from your computer if you have one saved. You can put audio into the ClassKick. So you can like record your voice to put your audio there. And then this last one toggles on text to speech. So you do have text to speech in the ClassKick. And if you click on that, you'll get a text-to-speech icon showing up.
Pink.
And you can see when I click on it,
Yes.
it's reading what's in these boxes. And then on the left-hand side, you'll have one kind of in the middle sometimes. It'll show up somewhere out here. And if I click on that,
The provided text box.
you can see it's just starting to read all of the instructions. And that's because all of these questions are just inside of one text box. That's why it just reads it from the beginning. And that's why it shows up here. But that's your text-to-speech. If you have any questions, if you're struggling with navigating, make sure you're attending those help sessions. Bye, guys.